Mr. Arjun was a watchman. His world was a small, bare guard booth at the gate of a big, quiet apartment building. Every evening, the residents would walk past him, lost in their own worlds, talking on phones, staring at screens. No one really saw Mr. Arjun. He felt invisible, a lonely man in a lonely box. One rainy evening, a little girl named Meera, struggling with a heavy school bag and a broken umbrella, slipped and fell right in front of his booth. Her books scattered in a puddle. Mr. Arjun rushed out. He didn't say much. He simply picked up her books, wiped them with his handkerchief, and held his big black work umbrella over her head all the way to her building's lift. "Thank you, Uncle," Meera said with a bright, damp smile. It was a small moment. He went back to his booth. The next day, Meera walked past. She didn't look at her phone. She looked at him and waved. "Hello, Watchman Uncle." It was such a small thing, but it felt like a sunbeam in his grey booth. Without thinking, he waved back, and he smiled. That tiny exchange became a habit. Every day, Meera would wave and say hello. Every day, Mr. Arjun would wave and smile back. It took 2 seconds. It changed nothing and it changed everything, because the habit grew. Seeing Meera's smile, he started to smile at Mrs. Shah, the strict lady from the 3rd floor. Shocked, she almost dropped her groceries. But the next day, she gave a stiff little nod. A week later, she asked about the rain forecast. The young couple, always arguing, walked past one morning. Mr. Arjun, out of his new habit, said, "Good morning, beautiful day." They stopped arguing, muttered a good morning, and walked on in silence, a peaceful one. Mr. Arjun began to water the drooping plant near his booth, just half a bottle a day. The plant, which seemed dead, sprouted 1 green leaf, then 2. He started to clean a little patch of the footpath in front of his booth every morning, just a 2-meter square. It was always the cleanest spot on the street. One evening, a resident dropped a chocolate wrapper. He saw Mr. Arjun's clean patch, looked ashamed, and picked it up again. People began to stop. They'd comment on the plant. They'd ask for a parcel. They'd complain about the heat. He'd listen. He'd become a person, their watchman. The building committee had a meeting. They discussed security. Someone said, "You know Mr. Arjun at the gate? He really knows everyone. He notices everything. The place feels safer, happier, since he's been there." They gave him a small raise, a letter of appreciation. But the real reward was already his. Mr. Arjun's world was no longer a bare, lonely booth. It was the center of a small, warm community. It all started not with a big change, a grand plan, or a loud revolution. It started with a habit, a 2-second habit of waving back. He learned that you don't always need to move a mountain. Sometimes you just need to move a single, small stone every day. The mountain will move itself.